He was in that video. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, so all of us are all self-made and that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Creating your own lane is always a beautiful thing because independence is important, and it gets to be motivation for those that have a thought or a dream and they want to see it happen, but they don't know how. The blueprint is by watching others do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. You know what I'm saying? We got to encourage our people. And when I say our people, I mean all walks of life, black, white, Spanish, whatever.
For sure.
But yeah, whatever.
It's the movement is setting a precedent for people. And that's what we all try and do, you know what I'm saying? And build a standard so that people can understand that there's unity in this, you know what I'm saying? Because there's definitely unity in this shit. Like, a lot of people don't understand that, though. So I get what you mean by that, Raway. All right, so I have I'm going to pose the next question. Yeah, I'm going to pose the next question. Shay, that was a great question.
Yeah, great question, Shay.
So let's get into boom. Let's talk about boom.
Yeah, let's.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people about boom, how y'all came together to create this joint, who made the beat, like what was the process? Like, break it down to the people a bit.
I gotta say this, right? Raway, like he hit it on the head with this one. Raway, you know, like that's my brother, so it's like it was just like a good opportunity for us to do something together. Raway came with the banger. He came to the table with it. So you know what I mean, put his brother on it, and now the rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was his idea. This was solely his idea. I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm saying we rocking. I say, you know what I mean? He rocking, I'm rolling. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
That's
but
wonderful.
Definitely, this was his idea.
That is wonderful that you guys came together and collaborated on that. And
absolutely
the way that it was presented, because of the simple fact that Raway and I kind of got into it a little bit before the show started. I was like excited about asking, how did you come up with using a phrase that, you know, all of us have heard throughout life?
Yeah, so, that was dope.
Like, to incorporate that in the way that you did with the
chakalaka.
No, he killed that shit. It's taking on a life of his own.
Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Okay, so tell me about the creative process of that. How did y'all do that? Like, tell me a bit about it, Raway.
So how it came about was I was in Vegas. I was living in Vegas. I was in my condo. One night and I was recording and all that. And I ended up going to a pool party. I ended up going to a pool party at the Wyndham and shit. And we was turning up. Shout out to 100, you know what I mean? My boy 100, you know what I mean? Me and him rode over there. You know what I mean? We was at the pool party, turned up and all that, you know what I mean? Couple shrooms and shit like that. You know, little shit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It was turned up, it was real lit. You know what I'm saying? I got back to the jaw and you know, I started going into my beats. And then that beat, you know, came about and I was rocking. And then I'm like, damn, and I'm like, shakalaka, you know what I mean? I'm feeling myself like, boom, like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was saying Shaq was the DJ at the pool party, you know what I mean? So
yeah. That was you called me that night, though. I remember that. I remember you calling me that night, and you was like, yo, I'm at the party. I called him, and I called you, and he was like, yo, I'm at the party right now, Shaq the DJ. And I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah. But he was faded. I could hear it. He was faded. Like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, all right, Shaq at the jank, you know what I'm saying? So that's the same night you made Boom.
So that's the same night I made Boom. And how I knew Boom was a hit was it was some stories that flew in from Detroit one day, you know what I mean, in Vegas. And Vegas is every day is a birthday, you know what I mean? So it's always somebody flying in from birthdays. You know what I mean? It was her birthday week or whatever. So she just ended up at the studio at my condo and all that, and I had everybody in there, and they just, and as soon as I played Boom, they just instantly started dancing all crazy, twerking, dancing, laughing, all types of crazy. I was going down to that motherfucker. As soon as Boom came on, she just jumped on my lap, started doing hands.
The ladies knew.
Yeah, ladies, say the ladies. We got ladies in there.
I'm like, oh, this a hit. and from there on, I knew it was a hit. You know what I mean? But
definitely.
The thing is, you know, over the time I had did it a couple of times, you know, with in the studio, but I couldn't find nobody to match the flow in me. I mean, I did it in Phoenix, it didn't work. I did it in Phoenix, it didn't work. I was in Vegas, nobody really jumped on it. You know, they jumped on other stuff because it was just too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I flew back to Philly. When I flew back to Philly, I'm like, look, that's it. You know what I mean? This, you know, and he took it, he did his thing. You know, we went to the studio, we rocked it out. Next thing you know, LaBizzy popped up. LaBizzy like, yo, that's a banger. Look, we need to da-da-da-da. So he put a little LaBizzy sauce on that joint. You know what I mean? Go back in there. This is the first track I ever did. You know, this was the first track that was ever done, and I'm gonna keep this process going now. But this was the first track that we ever did where we did a recording session, and then we did a rearrangement session, and then we did a final listening session, and then we did a mastering session. So it was like,
there's some work involved.
It was some work.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Hollywood, how did you what was your thoughts on hearing it and how did you what was your thought process of putting your verse together? Because his verse was a different flow, and then you went on there like you know what y'all the song remind me of?
What's that?
It remind me of like one of them anthem joints, but also it remind me of like good vibes when in the roller rink and everybody's on the joint like
the Rosa Parks though.
It felt like y'all was skating on the track, basically. Y'all was skating on that joint because y'all had different flows. Y'all flow was different.
That's good,
right?
I'm gonna be honest, right?
Visionary.
When I heard how the bass dropped and all that type shit, that shit just. I heard how Resse rolled on it, right? Resse like killed that joint. He excuse my language. He went crazy on the flows.
You good? We don't stir the pot. The pots you can't. You know what I'm saying? We don't stir the pot.
and it was just like